Hey everybody, Skizzers here. Today we're going to make an axe sheath for the Council Tool Camp axe. Try to bear with me. All my videos are one takes. I don't know how to edit, so if I start jumping around, I'm going to apologize in advance. And if I leave you guys with some unanswered questions, just leave a comment and I'll try to answer it as best as I can. But let's get started. First thing we're going to do, put our axe in the vise. If you don't have a vise, you really don't have to do this. But just for the sake of the video, I'm going to have it in the vise. All these Council Tool axes come with these little, I call them little condoms. I do save these, because when you're working on the axe, it's definitely nice having something to protect yourself from the blade. Let's see here. First thing we're going to want to do, I build all my axe sheets out of recycled leather. This is kind of thin, it's an old leather vest, but I got old saddlebag parts and a lot of stuff I pre-cut. This will actually work nice for our base. So we'll pull that out. Oh good, I already got a couple strips cut. These will be for the welt. And looks like we do have a nice, yeah, I'm going to use that for the strap. That'll work out good. Okay, so now we got a nice base to start with. I'll probably be grabbing more stuff. Grab some of these. Grab a couple of hammers. This can be moved. Okay. Just toward you guys a little bit. Basically, just to start with, take my leather and I try to find the side that's cut the straightest. And all I do, bring it back to the handle and I hang it over. And I'll just kind of feel out where the edge of the blade is. Okay. My edge is right here. So what we're going to do, grab ourselves a Sharpie, feel where the edge is, and we're just going to make a mark. Okay. Helps having a square. And all I'm going to do, find my mark. Scribe a line. Now we'll just kind of line it up for the other side. You don't have to be too particular with this. As long as you don't take too much leather off, it's actually very forgiving to work with. These axe sheaths aren't the highest quality, but it gives you an idea on how to make your own. And every time you buy an axe, you don't have to worry about spending the extra. And plus, it's kind of gives you a customized look to it, you know. The only thing I don't like about using the saddlebags is they do have a felt backing. They're a good quality of leather, but it's thin. Now the nice thing is though, is saddlebags are weather resistant. They're waterproof. They hold up. They last a long time. Okay. Here we go. Okay, first things first. We're going to start at the upper corner. We're going to punch our first hole just outside that edge. Okay. Okay. There's our first hole. And then, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna cut this down. I use a Harbor Freight bandsaw to cut my leather. These are better cutting leather than they are wood. It's mostly the blade. This factory blade they give you isn't the greatest. And I just kind of eye up and cut a half-inch piece for the welt. We'll get started on that. There we go. And this is what happens with that felt backing. So take some scissors and trim all that up. Now, you don't have to be too perfect with the welt because nobody sees it. And the axes being as sharp as they are, they'll make their own path and shape these the way they need to be. And all I do is fold the welt. Actually, I think I'm going to cut that in half. Cut that in half and we'll make it 2 pieces. Okay. Just going to trim up some of this felt backing. Alright. Just kind of line up where we need to be. And we'll punch our hole. Don't have to be perfect with it. Like I said, nobody sees. As long as you leave yourself plenty of material, you can trim anything you need up. We're going to trim this like so. Oh, I hate these scissors. My thumb always gets stuck. Alright. Now we're going to get our first Chicago screw. And we'll try a short one first. For you guys that don't know what Chicago screws are, basically this is all it is. There's a female end and a male end. And you just screw them together. And it makes a rivet. I buy these in bulk. This is, honestly, buying these is the most expensive part about making your own axe sheath. They can get pretty pricey. we're gonna have to grab a long one. No problem. The long ones measure out to about 1/4 inch. The small ones are about 1/8 of an inch. Okay, there's that. Get the screw started in the back side. And all we're going to do is hand tighten it. We won't tighten any of these up till we're done. Fit it back on. Kind of see. Get my shadow out of the way. Pull the condom off so you guys can see. But basically, there's our blade against the welt. Working out nice. Okay. Now, the next step. We're going to put our next rivet in. I measure down about middle. We're going to do 3 rivets in this. Well, 3 sets of rivets. And all we'll do is just mark. Let's find a medium size one. Is this our medium? Or is that our medium? That's our medium. Try to find center of your welt. Like I said, these aren't perfect, but it's a quick and easy process. Nice little project for Saturday. Grab another 1/4 inch Chicago screw. And one female end. And we'll work it through the holes. These punches I'm using are from Harbor Freight. They were like 15 bucks. Came with like 14 or so of them, which I felt was honestly a pretty good deal. But if you don't have these, you could even drill them out if you wanted to. I mean, it tears it up. It's not the best, but this video is just showing what I do. I don't have specialty leather tools and equipment. You know, nothing special about it. But just doing stuff that works. And we'll refit it. It's looking good. Seated up against the blade, very nice. Let's put our condom on so I don't freaking cut myself. Oh yeah, it's working good. Okay. Now we're gonna make the bottom welt. Same thing. This one here, I'm just gonna fold over for the back side. That's actually perfect length already. Awesome. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna trim up this one. See what these scissors do? They get locked onto my finger. Bad design. Okay. We're going to trim a little more. Don't want to take too much off, because you do want to make it so the transition isn't too messed up. And we'll see how this fits. It's a little tight, so what we're going to do, put this on. That's where we want it. Okay. We'll make our fourth punch hole. Or third one, I'm sorry. Oh, got into the wood a little bit. That's okay. Get another Chicago screw. Alright. There we go. Sometimes getting these things started can be a pain because they are so small. Okay. Oh yeah, that's fitting nice. Okay. Now we're gonna put another one right here. Okay. Sorry, I keep pacing back and forth, but I know if I take his drawer out with these, I'm going to end up spilling them everywhere. Okay. Okay, and if your leather doesn't really line up, which does happen, I got this little tiny plumb ball peen. I'll just kind of hammer it out around it, get it centered. We can put that end in. And it goes right in. Okay. It's starting to look like a sheath. Now all I'm going to do is just trim up the ends. Make it square. regular crappy scissors. Just kind of trim everything up. Then what I like to do, see if I have a lighter. I don't have a lighter on me. Okay, I'll be right back. Alright. I'll just take my torch. Put on low heat. All I do, just burn the ends. I don't have to melt them down or nothing, but it gets rid of all those stupid fuzzies. And while it's still warm, take a knife, just scrape. As you can see, doesn't really polish it up, but it's starting to look like a sheath. Okay. Now for the next thing, because this is a Hudson Bay pattern, we're going to take a mark, just loosely cut this thing down to size. You don't have to be perfect with this. It's a okay. Oh, I don't know about you guys. I'm thinking that's looking pretty good. Okay, now the only thing left is we got to figure out our strap, where we want it, the placement. Actually, let's cut this sucker down to size here. Get rid of these. For felts, don't be needing them. Okay, there we go. Now all I do is fit this around, and you don't want this. This is a huge problem. So I think what we're going to have to do, it won't flip from the bottom. So we're going to have this sheath mounted up here. So, make sure we got enough rivet there. Or this way. I think it would be better like that. Well, we'll see. Let me dig through some of my leather here. Might be able to make a better strap. we're gonna use that one. I don't see anything I like. This strap's a little bit heavy duty, but it'll work. Let's make our punch mark. Actually, we're gonna make two. Clean that out real good. Pull that back through. There we go. Clean that out. Alright. Okay, let's trim up our ends on this. Boy, this stuff's hard to work with. Yeah, it would help if I had a better pair of scissors. That's alright. I'm not liking this material here. They got a ton of fabric inside this. Literally an absolute shit ton of fabric inside this, but that's okay. It'll be fine. It'll look good, I promise. Okay, it's about the only size board I have. So now what we'll do, jam it on there like that. Sit down for this one. There we go. All we're gonna do, kind of mark where we want. That could work. How's it gonna look on this side? Okay. Yeah, I'm not liking this material. I might have to make my own, but that's okay. Got plenty of leather to do it. Dig through this box some more. Might find some gold. Okay. We're just gonna make our own. No biggie. Okay. Got a good line to go by. A little further. There we go. Cut all along here. Okay. Big fit. That'll work good. Okay. So what we're going to do, we'll remove our top Chicago screw. Refit this. Okay. See what's going on the back side. Maybe I should have cut that longer. I'm not sure. Hardest part's just getting these where they don't want to fall off. You know what? We're just gonna go with it. If it doesn't work, make another one. Okay, we'll punch a hole. Alright. Pull out our Chicago screw. And we'll put it back in. I kind of feel it out because now we're starting to get a lot thicker on the leather. Got plenty of room now. Just snug that up. Okay. Show you what I got going on the back side. See, I'm cut a little short, but that's okay. I promise it's okay. We're going to take care of that. I'll flip it around this way now. Now we're going to pick out our tell you what, I got these off of Saddlebags. I really like this setup. I think that's a very nice setup for axe sheaths. Okay, now all we're going to do look at that. We're going to double it, just like that. Okay. Hole. I always leave the punch in on the first mark, because if you pull it out, then it's a struggle to get everything lined back up again. Now we're going to grab our 1/8 inch Chicago screws. These are a lot shorter. And really anybody can do this. Like, I just basically taught myself. There's a million YouTube videos out there, but I just found what was easier for me. I didn't want to spend a ton of money on making these, you know, so I don't buy the best leather and stuff like that. But hey, I come to find that the way I do it Actually works really good. It doesn't look too bad either. You know? Just kind of doing your own thing. You know, I don't spend a lot of time on them. You know, after your first one, you just start getting faster. Like I said, the whole axe hobby's just reasonably priced. You know, you can make it as expensive or as cheap as you want. These ones will tighten up. Okay. You can see what I got going on here. So now, we'll cut another piece out of this leather. Okay. Back in the box. Well, this one here, I didn't make it so square. So we're gonna fix that. This side looks square, so I'm just gonna line it up. And make a mark. There's probably a lot of guys that'll laugh at me for the way I'm doing this. You know, I'm not saying it's the right way by any means. I can assure you it's not the right way. You know, guys do fantastic leather work out there. You know, but I use my axes, and I don't want to have to worry about a sheath, you know, especially on some of these. I mean, some of these axes are honestly pretty cheap, you know. This one was like 60 bucks, something like that. Okay, now what we're going to do is hook this. Punch out for our first rivet. Grab another 1/8 inch Chicago screw. One thing I will say about using the Chicago screws, it takes a lot of dexterity with your fingers. So If you suffer with arthritis like me, it can get to you a little bit. Okay. Now, I'm getting so thick on this top rivet, I have this folded double, but I'm going to do just a single, cut to the rivet. Okay. Now what we'll do, unscrew our top Chicago screw again. And we're gonna figure out about, I want to keep this fairly tight on here. Alright. Then we're going to remove this one, because I'm still not tight enough. So what we're going to do is figure out just how much slack we need. Actually, that's perfect. Okay. What I did, I was about that much fold. I'm too long, so I'm moving this back. This first hole I made will go right into where the top rivet is. So what I'm going to do is repunch Chicago screws off so I don't lose any of them. Like I said, they're about the most expensive thing. They're about $1 a piece. So I try to be careful. I mean, well, they're not quite $1. I'd say 60 cents a piece is what you pay. But between dropping them, losing them, that 60 cents a piece can add up real quick. That's why I didn't pull the drawer out and bring it over here. Just not worth it sometimes. You know what? I'm going to flip that around. I don't like the look of the rivet and that orientation for the strap. We'll flip it around like so. This is hell on your fingertips, let me tell you. You ain't gonna pump out a bunch of these in one day, that's for sure. Okay, now we got that started. We're gonna come over here. Find our Chicago screw. Now for the fun part, we gotta try and thread that in with all this leather attached. Might luck out. Might not. I think I might have gotten it first try. There it is. Smushing that leather in, which is perfect. Okay. Let's smooth out our ends on these. Okay. Smooth this one. There we go. All right. See how she fits. Here we go. Now it's always tight at first, but leather stretches. You can see that is not going to rock off of there. No chance. Like I said, not perfect, but functional. It really is. So our next step, now that it's done, is to soften up the leather. I got mink oil paste. I'm a huge fan of mink oil. Oh, excuse me. I'm a huge fan of mink oil. I have liquid form too. And whenever this axe sheath does finally stretch out, I switch over to the liquid stuff. It goes on a lot easier than the paste. But we get that rubbed in there really good. Puts a really nice shine on it too. Oh yeah, that's good. We'll just take our rag and wipe off the excess. I don't have to worry about doing the inside because it is all felt lined. But like I said, even though this isn't the greatest leather to use, it's easy to work with, and it's designed for the elements. It's designed to hold up to rain and salt and everything else. So honestly, they do make a perfect axe sheath. Cut some of these strands off that we got going here. Just trim up a little bit. And whatever's left on my hands, the mink oil will do the axe head. It can't hurt it. Give it a good coat of loyal linseed oil. As a lot of you know, with a new axe, you want to linseed the handle once a day for a week. After that, once a week for a month. After that, once a month for a year. And honestly, I just keep going once a month with it. It's nice to do. It makes your handles look really good. And plus, when you use your axes, your skin will pull a lot of the oils out of this axe, you know, with a handle. So it doesn't hurt when you're done using it and handling it, just to give it a coat. You know, I've had this going for about 3 years now, and I'm not even halfway through it, and I've had my fair share of spills with it. Has a nice looking handle. I'll give Council Tool that. Oh, there is one other thing I want to do. I want to put my maker's mark on the axe sheath. Let's see, we're going to grab a G and a T. Do our G first. Then we'll grab our T. Lining this up can be something else at times. I think we're good there. There's a little maker's mark. Okay, now we don't need the condom anymore. Everything's slippery. My hands are coated in oil. There it is. Not bad, if I do say so myself. I'm actually impressed with that. I think it'll look good. And that's about it for making your own sheaths. You can make all kinds of different sheaths. And they're cheap. I worked it out to about, I got $3 into each of these sheaths. This is one for the Council Tool Boys axe I made. My brother's hatchet I've been working on. Still got to give that to him. Same clip design. Really like that. Then I even made one for my big felling axe. Same clip design. If you couldn't tell, I really like that clip design. But yeah. Well, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching. You know, like I said, it's not the right way of making an axe sheath, but they are neat. And it's cheap and easy to do. As you can see, I used minimal tools. You know, the bandsaw helps, but you don't even need that. A lot of it I cut with scissors. You know, the bandsaw definitely makes it faster. But, yeah. Quick, easy way. Save yourself a couple bucks. Enjoy about an hour of tinkering. You know, they are fun to make. But if you like running with scissors, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Have a good one, and I'll catch you on the next video.